There is no place in Thailand that receives as many negative reviews as the island of Phuket. In recent years, the richest and most expensive province has gone from being a crowd favorite to being almost a no-go area. What happened? Why do hundreds of thousands of people still go there? And how can you make the most of a trip? If you want to save time and money, then this video is for you. The ultimate Phuket guide with a map. You'll learn how to get there and how to get around, where you can lose money and where you can lose fat. There are also tips on food, hotels, and nightlife, plus recommendations for excursions. And at the end, you'll get the best travel plan for a few days in Phuket. Chapter 1. What's Phuket and what's wrong with it? Phuket is a province in the Andaman Sea. It consists of 33 islands. Koh Phuket is connected by the Sarasin Bridge to Phang Nga province to the north. The next nearest province is Krabi. At 222 square miles, Phuket is about the size of Ibiza, the Isle of Man, and Guam. So far, so good. What's wrong? Well, Phuket is a classic example of over-tourism. There are around 118 travelers for every resident. In addition, around a quarter of the residents are foreigners. This automatically leads to a rapid loss of local charm. While tourists used to be annoyed by scams like overpriced tuk-tuks, today they are also annoyed by overcrowding and the rudeness of certain people. Chapter 2. How to get there. Around 70 airlines fly to the island's airport, with direct international flights from Frankfurt, Oslo, Copenhagen, and Istanbul, for example. Here is an overview of all connections. But there are a lot more options. By flight from Bangkok, both from the international airport and from the mainly domestic airport, either directly to Phuket or to other airports nearby, and then continue by ferry or bus, or by train and then by bus. If you prefer to drive for hours, you can of course do that too. Chapter 3. How to get around. Assuming you flew here, what happens next? You could rent a car at the airport, or you take a taxi, Grab, limousine, shared minibus, or you can take the cheap smart bus, but that takes a while and it only goes to the west coast. If you just have to go to the capital, you can also take the airport bus. Once you check in, the real traffic problems begin, depending on your location. If you live in Patong, or the capital, you can do many things on foot, or with the Grab app and motorcycle taxis. However, if you want to travel longer distances, you are taking a risk. To protect your money and your health, tuk-tuks are absolutely not recommended. Just Google tuk-tuk mafia Phuket. Tip: use the comfortable smart bus, and otherwise, book a tour. Links in the video description. Chapter 4. Where is what? You have already seen the airport, Patong, and the capital. Now comes the rest. First, the beaches. Those in the west are nicer. Then the mountains. There is the Big Buddha. And here, a look at the beautiful surroundings. Chapter 5. Which area is for whom? The destination is divided into 3 districts, 17 sub-districts, and around 100 villages. The area in the north covers about half of the island. However, this is the least touristy area. Only Bangtao attracts many guests, so if you want it to be a little quieter and quicker to get to the airport, you should check in here. Good for families and couples. The small district in the middle is home to Kamala Beach and Patong Beach. It's wild and chaotic here. Good for single men and party tourists. The south includes the west and east coasts, great beaches, the beautiful capital, excursion piers, and a few islands. Ideal for everyone but far from the airport and the crazy nightlife. Chapter 6. Who you will meet. According to the Thai Tourism Authority, around 11 million tourists come to the island every year. Most travelers are from these countries: Russia, China, India, Australia, United Kingdom. Because Phuket is so touristy, it seems to be the perfect introduction to the world of long-distance travel for many. So you meet a lot of naive budget tourists who see themselves as a gift to the Thai people. Chapter 7. When to come. There are 3 seasons on the island: dry, super hot, and rainy. The postcard season lasts from December to March, after which it is very hot, followed by the rainy phase from May to November. So if you want to save money and prefer to have fewer tourists around, come in the rainy season. Chapter 8. Where to stay. Apparently, there are around 120,000 hotel rooms on the island. Here are a few accommodation recommendations with pool in almost every corner. The prices here are generally higher, but sometimes cheaper depending on the season. Chapter 9. What to do. There is so much to do here, both on Phuket and in the surrounding areas. Let's start in the north. There is an island with a floating football field. Below is the James Bond Rock. The dog rescue station is north of the airport. From this beach, you can see the plains up close. Here are some elephant sanctuaries. And here, the kickbox stadiums. The most beautiful viewpoint is in the south. Further east, the epicenter of the island's fitness industry is in Rawai, but especially in Chalong. This street in particular is legendary. It's basically just gyms with attached accommodations. Here, you can experience the biggest loser in real life. Recommended: Titan, Tiger, Unit 27. From here, you can visit the Big Buddha. Then we continue to the capital. Portuguese architecture, great markets, a beautiful viewpoint. There is a floating beach club further north. The excursion boats leave from the east coast. Just take a look at what you can visit in the bay. From Leonardo DiCaprio's beach to Chicken Island to Krabi. Links to the best tours in the video description. Chapter 10. Where to eat. According to the Michelin Guide, there is only 1 outstanding restaurant on Phuket and 25 very good ones. Most of them are in the capital, and none of them in Patong Beach. Let's start in the north. Michelin recommends 4 restaurants there, including the best. The rest of the west coast is considered less tasty. But that's not entirely true. My tip in Patong: you can buy seafood at this market and have it prepared on the first floor. There are 2 great restaurants in the south, plus the fish market with attached kitchens. In Chalong, this gem is located in a mangrove swamp. Now the restaurants in the capital. There are some good ones in the area too. Here is an overview of the markets. So it's safe to say there is enough to eat. Chapter 11. The nightlife. In Thailand, there are always the 4 big B's: bar, beer, billiards, babes. What else starts with B? Write a comment. But if you feel like going crazy, then you're in good hands in the west. Beach towns aren't bad, but the epicenter of nightlife is Patong. And by nightlife, I mean beer bars, nightclubs, go-go bars. Here are 4 hotspots for beer bars. One of them is the island's most famous address, Bangla Road. Just look at the variety. If you want to dance, you can go to these nightclubs. And if you want to watch others dance, go to this side street. It wouldn't be wrong to call the street Susie Wong. Pro tip: stay away from drunk tourists, ignore vendors, and remain respectful. Chapter 12. How to spend 1 week in Phuket. Day 1. Let's say you arrived here on a Saturday. Then take the airport bus to the capital for 100 baht. There, check into the Casablanca Hotel and then take a Grab or motorbike taxi up to the hill before sunset. Then dinner in one of the oldest food shops. Afterwards, live music. Day 2. Breakfast in this 70-year-old restaurant. Then to the park or one of the many temples. In the evening, to the night market in the old town. Day 3. Check out. Off to Patong with Grab app. Check in at the Hotel Clover. Off to the beach. In the evening, go to the seafood market and have your food cooked there. Then Bangla Road. Day 4. In the morning, take the smart bus to one of the other beaches and eat there. Then back, and in the evening, watch a fight. Snacks at Bangla Night Market. Day 5. Book a tour in advance. Hop from island to island all day long. Evening Bangla Road. Day 6. Check out to Bang Tao with Grab app. Check in at the Best Western Hotel. Get a massage on the beach and eat there in the evening. Then to the Heavenly Bar. Day 7. Check out and off to the airport. If you have time, take a closer look at the planes here. If Thailand's biggest island isn't exciting enough for you, try Bangkok or Pattaya. Here's everything you need to know. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe.